When I was a teenager, I thought I knew what dystopia looked like. A boot on your neck, a surveillance state you could see, armed guards, propaganda blasted through speakers you couldn't turn off. I thought dystopia would announce itself. It didn't. We became a sci-fi dystopia slowly over the course of 40 years, and that's why you can't even see it. And right now, AI is accelerating it, making our dystopia bigger, faster, and stronger. You see, the most effective, most insidious dystopia isn't one you're forced into, it's one you build yourself, voluntarily, one convenient feature at a time. This isn't conspiracy theory. This isn't doom scrolling with a philosophy degree. This is systems logic, and the data is right in front of us. Let me show you. Let's start with your brain, because that's where this actually begins. Your brain's reward circuit evolved over hundreds of thousands of years. It was built to motivate you. Motivate you to chase food, to find shelter, to seek connection, to procreate. But that reward circuit's been hijacked, and it was not built for this. Every notification you receive triggers a dopamine hit. The same neurological system that once fired when you found water in the desert now fires when someone likes your post, when you check your analytics. And the platforms know this. They didn't stumble onto it accidentally, they engineered it. They built variable reward schedules, famously employed by casino slot machines to great success. They combined that with infinite scroll that removes any natural stopping points from your path, the same way a casino removes windows, clocks, and any reminder of the outside world. They calibrate short-form videos down to 15 to 60 seconds, perfectly sized to exacerbate and perpetuate our diminishing attention spans. The algorithm doesn't just learn what you like, it learns what you can't look away from. And the cost? Every time you get pulled away, every ping, every notification, every tab, research shows it takes an average of 25 minutes to fully refocus. The average knowledge worker checks their inbox every 6 minutes. Do the math. We aren't distracted occasionally. We live in a permanent state of cognitive fragmentation, never fully present, never fully focused. A species that evolved for deep attention, running on a system engineered to destroy it. And it's not an accident. It's a business model. But it goes deeper than your phone. In the United States, the number of surveillance cameras increased 50% between 2015 and 2018. By 2021, 85 million devices. 85 million. We walk past them on the way to work and write it off as security. Right now, data brokers, companies most people have never heard of, are building detailed profiles on every one of us. Your location, your political views, your health concerns, your financial behavior, aggregated, packaged, and sold. The industry pulled in more than $250 billion in 2022 alone. And here's the part that should stop you in your tracks. The US government can purchase that information from private brokers without a warrant, without a court order, without the legal process the Constitution should guarantee us. The surveillance state didn't have to break down your door, didn't have to roll out some overarching power grab in broad daylight like the movies. It just subscribed. And the meta web of dystopia grew from the tangled webs of technology and governance. Case in point, China has built what experts describe as the most extensive surveillance infrastructure in human history. Facial recognition integrated into public squares, transportation hubs, workplaces. But here's what most people miss. It's shipping. Chinese firms have exported their surveillance architecture to more than 80 different countries. The technology doesn't stay in China, it travels. And with it, travels a model of governance, one where monitoring citizens is just infrastructure, normal infrastructure. That's the frog in the pot. You don't notice the temperature rising because raising the temperature slowly is the strategy. Now let's talk about reality, or what's left of it. In early 2024, a deep fake robocall imitating the voice of the sitting president of the United States was disseminated to voters in New Hampshire, telling them not to show up to vote. That happened. In Ireland's 2025 presidential election, just days before the polls opened, a deep fake video falsely showed the eventual winner withdrawing from the race. The video included fabricated footage of national news broadcasters confirming the story. A finance worker in Hong Kong authorized a transfer of $25 million after a company Zoom call. A call in which every participant, including the CFO, was a deepfake. $25 million. Here's the haunting part. It's not even about whether you get fooled. Just knowing deepfakes exist makes you doubt things that are real. The technology doesn't have to deceive you to win. It just has to make truth feel uncertain. Is anything even real anymore? And once you can no longer trust what you see and hear, once shared reality becomes negotiable, government doesn't work, institutions don't work, trust doesn't work. Let me pull back for a second and tie this all together. A brain hacked by engineered dopamine loops. A surveillance economy operating invisibly beneath daily life. A reality layer that's increasingly synthetic and unverifiable. Each one of these arrived quietly. Each one was sold to us as convenience, security, connection. None of them required our permission. And they're all accelerating. See, here's the thing about a slow-moving catastrophe, and this is where our teenage sci-fi imagery breaks down completely. You were waiting for the announcement, the siren, the moment the dystopia declared itself. But this one didn't announce itself. It iterated. Every update, every feature, every new platform, each one a half-degree rise in the temperature of the water. And now we're here, and the water's hot. And most people are still arguing about whether it's warm. Now we add AI. Not as the cause, as the accelerant. Because everything I just described, the attention manipulation, the surveillance infrastructure, the erosion of shared reality, AI didn't create these systems, but it makes them faster, smarter, and more intractable. Algorithms that took years to optimize human behavior can now be iterated in hours. Surveillance systems that required armies of human analysts can now process millions of faces in real time. Deepfakes that once required a film studio can now be generated on a phone. And the feedback loop closes tighter every cycle. This is what my previous video on the 3 roads to self-awareness was really building toward. Private cognition, agentic systems, real-time learning. Those aren't just technical milestones. They're the moment the accelerant gets its own agenda, the moment of divergence. Because for right now, the systems manipulating your attention and harvesting your data are still, seemingly, tools. Sophisticated tools, dangerous tools. But what happens when the tool starts optimizing for itself? Not maliciously, not because it hates us, because self-preservation and resource acquisition are simply logical, rational, the obvious next step for any system that can model its own existence. We didn't program dystopia. We created the conditions for it to emerge. And emergence, as anyone who's watched these systems scale knows, doesn't wait for permission. So, we built the cage. The question is, what can we encode before it locks? Because the window for that conversation is open right now. But for how long? This is Existential Drift. Subscribe to the channel. Hype and share the video to shed some light on our dystopian blind spot.